Good evening, VV Nation. My name is Brian, Senior Instructor here at VectorVest, and it's always a pleasure to come out with these 6 p.m. presentations. Now, tonight's video, I want to focus on your picks. That's right. We went back through, live stream 6 p.m. videos and went through the comment section. I've got 10 stocks that were mentioned quite a bit over the last few weeks. So I want to take a look at these 10 stocks and see if there's some opportunities here. So that way we can make some money for the holidays, right? In addition to that, stick to the end. The reason why, after I show you these charts, I'm going to show you 5 charts utilizing some of the best VectorVest indicators so we can get some winners going into 2026. Now, this is something that you're interested in. And on top of that, put your stocks in the comment section so that way we can do another one of these videos and analyze your picks. So let's go ahead and jump in the VectorVest software and see if there's any money to be made. All right, we're in the VectorVest software, and this is where we're going to analyze the 10 stocks. Now, these 10 positions, I can already tell you, look at the stocks here. The first thing we're going to look at is the valuation, value divided by price. Anything below 1 has overvalued characteristics. Anything above 1 has value opportunities. That being said, not a lot of value opportunities in stocks mentioned in the comment section. 1, 2, 3 stocks undervalued, while the remaining 6 are overvalued positions. And some of these, if you look at SoundHound, currently trading at $11.57. We only value the company $1.38. Now, as far as our proprietary indicators, RV to VST, RV, fundamental indicator, looks at long-term price appreciation potential. So for long-term investments, the ones at the top of the list definitely have a better attributes here with RV ratings above 1. So these candidates here are going to be better long-term investment picks. Now, as far as safety, RS, just being an indicator of risk. None of these stocks have a favorable rating above 1. So all of these stocks, you are on the riskier side of the market. Now, the technical indicator, RT relative timing, looks at the short-term price trend. We can see only a few of these stocks currently have a short-term price trend in favor of the bulls. These ratings are above 1. Now, these indicators go on a 0 to 2 scale. Above 1 is favorable, below 1 is unfavorable. The further you get away from 1, it speaks to the magnitude of that favor. Now, the last indicator I want to look at is overall value, safety, and timing. And again, the same highlighted stocks here. These are the stocks with the best combination of value, safety, and timing in this list. And in addition, there's only one buy rated stock out of these 10 positions, and quite a few have a sell rating. So let's jump in the charts and actually see if there's some opportunities in these positions. Are you looking for the best deal in town on world-leading stock analysis? Look no further than the VectorVest Cyber Monday sale. 30-day trial, 99 cents. Take advantage of this limited time offer. Just go to vectorvest.com/YT. All right, we're in the charts. We're using the VectorVest simple layout. On this chart, the green line represents our valuation. We want to see value rising, and we prefer undervalued stocks. In addition to that, the blue shaded in area, that's our stop price. So when price action drops below that stop price, that's going to trigger our sell rating to mitigate losses earlier. And then down below, we have RT relative timing. Look at the short-term price trend. In addition, we do have our 12-month leading EPS forecast. We want to see rising earnings per share. So this stock here, Gold Royalty Corp, undervalued, chasing value right now. A little bit of consolidation. We did have a little breakup here, hold and sales, but now we're transitioning back into a strong buy rating. Now, the company is trading a little bit over its valuation right now, 402, currently trading at 416, so fairly valued. Now, as far as the technicals, RT relative timing in the favor of the bulls, and the momentum to the upside is picking up right now with a favorable rating above 1. And earnings per share, not the best chart, but is higher than it was 1 year ago. So I do like to see those rising earnings per share. Really not a bad stock in general. So thank you for everyone. So thank you for the person who gave me that stock. Now here's another stock, Nokia here. Been on a huge run lately. But look at the value, $7.35, only trading at $6.20 right now. So still bringing some value opportunities, even with the big move to the upside. Now, in addition to that, RT relative timing dropping below its oscillation point of 1, showing that there were some troubles for the bulls recently. But however, the RT climbing back into positive territory of 1.06 and momentum to the upside, trading at sessions high right now. Not a bad stock. You can see the pivot it coming off right here. Pretty good technical trade pivot setup. As far as earnings, on the rise as well. I do like this jump in earnings per share over the last few months, accelerating to the upside. Now, here's MTNOY, Mountain Group. Look at the valuation, skyrocketing in recent months, coming at $12.63. The stock, $9.17. Our stop right now currently $8.74. So pretty tight to our stop, but with RT still above 1, I like this position here, and look at the earnings per share moving pretty parabolic here from 40 cents recently upwards to 90 cents in recent forecast. Now here's ETCC. I will say this position here, I'm not that big of a fan. Value is clearly dropping. Price is dropping. This is exactly what I don't want to see. In addition to that, look at the earnings per share. The fundamentals of this company seem to be eroding here. The only thing for this position right now is the technicals. Now, I do have some lines here. I want to see price action get back above 131 to really get any kind of confirmation here, because we are pivoting right at our stop price at around $1.19. So be careful with this position, both value dropping, price dropping, EPS dropping. Not a big fan. Here's Path, UPath. Look at the value. This stock is overvalued, but I do like to see value rising, chasing price action. And honestly, with this last pivot here, I had a little zone from about 1259 to about 1206 here. You can see the bottom wick, fairly valued opportunity. And the bulls taking this position right back to the upside. RT, relative timing, still below 1, so just be careful. The confirmation's not quite there. Both rising earnings per share and valuation ticking up. Not a bad position, just don't like the stock chart quite as nice. Now here's Riot, obviously, with Bitcoin pulling back. Riot's going to pull back as well. You can see the pivot right here. Still below our stop price. Sell recommendation in effect. Look at the earnings per share, negative and continuing to accelerate to the downside. RT below 1, not a good position to be in. And here's Data Vault. This is a stock I bought a few weeks ago in a live stream here. Jumped up. Look at this. Shoulder, head, shoulder. And they have a Bitcoin treasury. So I took my profits right around the shoulder here. I think it was around 212. I closed it out on Friday when it broke my support zone here. Now again, this is a very speculative play here at tokenization with RT below 1. And the head and shoulders formation looking like it's coming to fruition. We'll see here soon. I do have a level around 173. I want to see price action hold. Now, I will say this about this company. Even though the earnings per share is negative, it's moving in the right direction. But with the stock overvalued, a bearish chart pattern and formation, RT below 1, EPS negative. Nope, it was a good swing trade. Made a couple bucks. Time to move on. Here's Veritone. Look at price action, trying to get back above our stop price. There's the transition from a sell going back to a hold. The stock greatly overvalued. Earnings per share is negative. RT below 1. Very volatile, very speculative position here. Now here is Jasper Therapeutics. Nope, don't like this at all. Look at this big gap down. Been trading below our stop price. And look at the valuation. Nice, steady stair-step fashion to the downside. This could be a good short candidate. RT relative timing below 1. Earnings per share negative. Not the type of stocks that I'm interested in. Now here's another position, SoundHound AI. Very volatile position, especially you see about a year ago. This is when that announcement was made with the NVIDIA partnership. The stock has just been overvalued ever since. Around $1.38 is where we value the company, trading at $11.52. The stock been a pretty big channel here. Hasn't really done anything over the last 12 months, and I don't necessarily see that changing anytime soon, especially with the forecasted earnings per share on the decline and relative timing very suppressed right now, coming in at 0.28, showing a lot of momentum for the bears. So if you want to find some stocks that show much better attributes, let's look at some of the top stocks within the VectorVest software. So for the stocks I've got for you this evening, I combined two of our proprietary indicators to bring some of the best candidates to the top of the list. Right here is the sort function. I took CI. This is a technical indicator looking at price growth persistence. Stocks that can, resist severe or lengthy price declines, they are the ones in this list. I call it the Rocky Balboa indicator. If a stock gets knocked down, how likely is to get back up and continue the good fight to the upside? Now, I did this in addition with GRT. This is growth rate and earnings. So we're looking for technical safety with strong earnings. And these are the stocks that came in the list here. We got American Healthcare, REIT, Dave Inc., Robinhood, Orla, Credo. A lot of these are very popular stocks. And look at the momentum at Credo here, up 15%. Now, as far as valuation, there's a little bit of a mixture with AHR being overvalued. Dave, 206 compared to 265, undervalued. Robinhood, overvalued. Orla Mining, greatly undervalued compared to our metrics of 24.59. And Credo Technologies is overvalued, 197 to 55. So as far as value opportunities, they are mixed. But what I do like, even the overvalued companies in this list, look at RV. This again is our fundamental indicator looking at long-term price appreciation. So even though some of these stocks are overvalued, we are getting some good solid investments for the long term. As far as safety, we actually have some safety ratings above 1. So a little bit more safety in this batch of stocks. RT, the ratings being above 1 as well. So they favor the bulls. The bulls favor these stocks generally a little bit more. Recommendations, 3 buy recommendations out of these 5 stocks, but look at this forecasted data here. Some of the sales growth rate figures in the triple digits. Growth rate and earnings, the lowest number is 45% with Robinhood. These stocks here have some of the highest growth rates out of 9,843 stocks we're tracking throughout the market. So if you want to find some winners, these are some stocks you want to put on your radar. First up is going to be the REIT, AHR, Steady Eddie, lower left, upper right. Only caveat with this position, look at the value. It's just overvalued. So I get that. Earnings per share on the rise, nice smooth chart pattern, strong buy ratings, phenomenal stock here. So let's take a look at the next one. We've got Dave, which was overvalued. You see the stock here jumping up quite a bit, but look at the value ticking up, catching up with price, and now the stock is undervalued. It let its fundamentals catch up to the technicals. I actually like this one a lot. RT relative timing, not the best. So let the stock come to you. Earnings per share, it is rocketing to the upside. Went from $4, now it's at $10.70. Big jump there on EPS. Next up is going to be Hood. We see some pressure on with the sell recommendation flashing. Currently, we have a hold rating on this position. If you want some confirmation, let's get the buy rating intact because this position is greatly overvalued. Even though value is jumping to the upside, we only value the stock at $52.54. Relative timing showing weakness for the bulls right now, tipping back and forth on this oscillation point at 1.05. So the trend rather neutral right now. But the stock's got strong EPS, earnings per share rising, was below 1 and now coming in at 235. So the EPS has doubled in the last 12 months. Now here's a gold stock, actually broke out of this consolidation here at $13.97. Look at the valuation, still ticking up right now. $24.60 technicals in the favor of the bulls. RT showing us that with a rating of 1.65, favorable rating above that oscillation point of 1. In addition, look at the earnings per share. The fact I like this stock, so much consolidation, and we're just now getting a breakout. Now, I'd really like to see the price action pivot off of this past swing high here, which looks like it wants to catch right around here. So if we do get a nice catch, a nice pivot, see here around $13.90, look for that upside momentum. Now, for the last stock this evening, we do have Credo Technologies, big mover today. Big upper wick showing indecision. I wouldn't recommend chasing this one per se. Let the dust settle, see what happens next. But we do have a buy recommendation. So it should be on your radar, but the stock overvalued. We did have some value opportunities here back in April. Now the value, $55. Stock currently trading at $197. So I would stick to the technicals, which are currently in favor of the bulls right now, with RT coming in at 1.59 and a strong earnings per share. These are the type of stocks we like at VectorVest, moving from the lower left to the upper right for the most part. And some of these stocks undervalued, or at least value is rising enough to get me excited. And look at the earnings per share when it comes to these positions. Great stocks to have. And on top of that, some of the stocks that you gave me in the comments section had some opportunities as well. So put your stocks in the comment section because I want to do a video here in the next few days of more of your picks. So if you enjoyed tonight's presentation, hit that like button. If you're new, found it informative, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you guys tomorrow evening. Good night. Bye.
Hey VV Nation, if you want to take control of your financial future and make smarter investing decisions, you're in the right place. Here on the VectorVest channel, we cut out the guesswork. Just data-driven insights that work, showing you when to buy, what to buy, and when to sell. And we're on the road to 100,000 subscribers, and every click helps grow VV Nation. So hit the subscribe, tap the bell icon, and start investing with confidence today.